Okay, so this is now attempt number 6 of trying to make this video without doing any editing whatsoever because I really don't want to. I just did a video on how I did all of this, setting up this backdrop here to cut down sound and also cut down on all of the what's going on behind me. So screw. Um, but my goal is to get this information out there as fast as possible because Prime Day is not done, and you might be looking at you know buying something towards the end of the day. You might be doing a little window shopping during the day, but you are probably like not going to actually make any purchases until you can really think about it at the end of the day. And I've got to get this out there because honestly, I think it's kind of a scam what they're doing. And I'm just gonna go in here and I'm gonna type in tablet. Now this whole thing that is going on, this is a $4 moving blanket behind me with some USB cords that didn't work anymore used to hold it up. That's it. This light is a dollar store aluminum pan with a Five Below USB light that you can control with this little remote control. My key light is actually poster board, aluminum foil glued on with a glue stick, and $12 12 volt bright white LED strip. That's it. Nothing special is going on here. So I don't like e-waste. I like reusable materials. I can put this strip in anything. I can use this platter to cook a meal if I wanted to. The whole thing is pretty much recyclable. I think I have a tongue depressor popsicle stick up there to hold it flat against the tripod. I don't like e-waste. And that's what's so bothering me about the Prime Day deals here, because I'm gonna go in here and we have just all sorts of different things here. Here's the XP Pen Star 5 V2 wireless 2.G graphics drawing tablet, digital tablet painting board with touch. Okay, that I am not an expert on. I will not claim to be. That is where you are drawing on the tablet and it is working like a mouse on a computer. So that's graphic artist stuff. That's not me. So we're gonna bypass all of that here. I probably should have known that there'd be a screw up. But the very first thing, the all new Fire HD 8 tablet. 8 inches, 32 gigs of storage, designed for portable entertainment. And that's about all it's going to be. And if you're a gamer and you're planning on buying an 8-inch tablet to game on, you should know that you can't do that for $55. That thing is going to last maybe a year if you're lucky. So the Amazon Kindle Fire HD 8 tablet, don't get me wrong, okay? Look, kids, they play their little games, and those games don't record a lot of personal information or gameplay, and they work the same way that old video games did, where they're saving such little data. So kid tablet maybe for 2 years, 3 years. But I have a tablet from 2012 right now that, granted, the processor is really old, and this will have a newer processor, but that 2012 tablet, it still works, but it works really bad. And it was working really bad by mid 2015. That was the top of the line. That was a Samsung 10.1 Note tablet. It was a lot of money and I bought it in late 2014. So we have the Fire 10.1 tablet, also 32 gigs of storage. That 32 gigs of storage goes really fast. If you're a student buying this, don't buy this. If you're a student, now I've had limited time with the Fire tablets. If you can't use Google or get Google things like Google Classroom or something like that, which a lot of schools are using right now, and you want to use this for like an interface, that's great. But these are temporary solutions. You're never gonna you're the problem I have with this, and you should demand better. Okay, here's tablet 10-inch Android 3G phone tablet. No company name mentioned. Here's the Samsung. Okay, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite is $249. That bothers me because I bought one of those for $300 2 months ago. But that is a good tablet. That's an octa-core 64 gig starting tablet. I think I have the 128, so that's probably why I paid more. But still, that's $249, brand new, out of the box. It comes with an S Pen. It is a really slick pen. It feels really good in the hands. It's a little short, but I mean, it feels really good. It's a very responsive tablet. That tablet is not going to die in the next year. There are some problems that I've been having with it where it needs to be plugged in if you're going to leave it in overnight in case it updates. But yeah. You've got the Lenovo tablet. It has 16 gigs with Alexa. Unless that's 16 gigs of RAM, don't buy it. Especially for $230. I'm gonna just jump in here really quick and all right. It says tablet 16 gig with Alexa enabled charging dock included. Okay. That's got to be 2 gigs of RAM. Okay. No. No. That is 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage, with the ability to jump up to 256 with micro SD support. And I'd have to pop in the image here to show you. This is a quad-core processor. The tablet that I mentioned earlier from 2012 has a quad-core processor in it. That thing should have never died. I like to think that it's mostly bloatware, and the fact that Android or Samsung has not kept up with the updates to support it past Android 5, but it does Lollipop, I think. I don't know what version that is. I could be wrong. I don't know. But the Tab S6 is a really good tablet. Tab A for $279. It's a 10.1, starts at 64 gigs. The Tab A from 2019 versus the Tab 6 Lite. Buy the Tab 6 Lite. Don't buy a Tab A, especially for $30 more than the Tab S6 Lite. Wow. Dragon Touch. No experience with it. It has a 4.5 star rating with 1,900 reviews on it. But again, it's got a 1280 by 800 HD display, micro HDMI. That's cool, I guess. 16 gigs and a quad-core processor for $100. You're wasting $60 at that point. That screen isn't special. The Raspberry Pi screen is that. That's the same that, and believe me, that's $60. But you also have the versatility that you can always switch out the guts every time Raspberry Pi comes out with a new Raspberry Pi. So, would I buy it? No, I would not buy that piece of junk. The all-new Kids Edition tablet, 8-inch, again from Amazon Kindle Fire or whatever, Bluetooth kid-proof, blue kid-proof, blue kid-proof case, and you pay another $20 for that. No. The A7 tablet, no, don't buy an A tablet. Period. They're 32 gigs of storage. They might have I think it's 2 gigs of RAM. Don't buy it. The iPad Air that this is recording on has 3 gigs of RAM. The S6, I believe, has 4. So don't do that to yourself. The Galaxy Tab 7 Plus Wi-Fi Mystic Bronze 128 gigabyte. Look, 6. Don't do the S7 right away. It's not. It's more machine than you need. And by, I would say, March, it'll be 450, somewhere around there. Just as all of your new tech gets mentioned. So again, Dragon Touch, No Name. Your No Name here. It has. It's a 4G tablet, 10.1-inch Android 9 tablet with keyboard, tablet case, mouse, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, SIM card, so it can do 4G data. That's cool. 8 megapixel, 8,000 milliamp quad. I don't know why they do that. 8,000 milliamp. You know, that's the exact same thing as just saying 8 amp hour, right? So quad core computer, tablet, Bluetooth. They do this stuff, and then, you know, it sounds so impressive, but there's no company name on it. It's rated by 7 people as a 3.5, and it sells for $115. And that's what you're comparing. That's comparable to your Samsung Tab A's and your Amazon Fire tablets. That's the same price range. So what is that telling you about the Amazon Fire Kindle, whatever the heck, and the Samsung Tab A? And your Dragon Touches. This is at the end of page 1, and I promise you, I did this video so far beyond, and I'm gonna tell you right now, don't. I mean, Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 is $740 on sale now. It apparently sells usually for $850. Why? I'm going to tell you right now, you can go buy a budget Apple Pen. For a good one is like 20 bucks. I'll have to link all of this stuff below. I'm going on 14 minutes. I want to keep this nice and short here as much as possible. You can get the iPad Air 2019. The iPad Air 2020 should have come out 2 days ago. I want to say no. It just came out. I thought it was supposed to be 2 days ago, because it's funny that the Apple iPhone 12 keynote announcement was exactly 12 minutes long. And I thought it would be funnier if it was actually on the 12th, but then you should have also done December 12th. So yeah, all right. I don't know why my watch is being weird. So you have the ability to get an iPad Air, and let me just jump in on that really fast here. Okay, so the new iPad Air 4, 10.9 inch. Oh, this is the case. All right, so it has not come out yet. The iPad Air 10 and a half third gen, which is what I'm recording this video on, is $449. It is a 6-core processor. It is I opted for the 128 gigs of storage because iPads do not allow you to put in a micro USB or a micro SD card, but you do have a nice little dongle that you can put in that you can connect a USB to, so you can put in a thumb drive, a hard drive. Um, this studio microphone is connected actually through a um, an external sound card that is required on many PCs, so I just used it anyway, and then into the USB dongle. So um, don't get this made. Honestly, the best thing you could probably do, in my opinion, with an iPad is get a Raspberry Pi. Build yourself an NAS system so that you can just move files easily. It's not a big deal. I'll have to actually set that up so that like people can really see what they can do with that as well. But and again, like I have a clock that's telling me how much I'm recording right now. So yeah, and the thing is like I was waiting for Prime Day for a laptop, a newer laptop. I've had this one for a few years now, and it still works good, but like it has to be plugged in so that it'll work. It became my new desktop, and my desktop became my new server. So I mean, I'm just looking at this, and sorry, I'm back on the Apple iPads here. An iPad Air with 120 gigs of storage will probably run you about $500 right now, because the new iPad Air 4 is supposed to be coming out. I just realized I've got a GoPro up there that was from a different video. Okay, so just to finish up here, um, oh my gosh, just don't even. I'm not a big person on e-waste. Okay, again, I said this in the beginning. I don't like e-waste. I think buying $100 tablet that's going to be busted in or slowed down in a year is stupid. Um, I don't think you should spend anything less than $300 on a tablet. I mean, if you really, really need to because you are dead broke and you think that a tablet is going to better your life because you're going to buy a cheap USB or a cheap, maybe not USB, but a cheap Bluetooth keyboard, and you're going to learn how to code on that, or you're going to take cooking lessons on it, or you're going to use it to help your kids virtually do school, then yeah, okay, fine. Uh, Go ahead and do it. I get it. It's a cheap way to get into a better life, but you're just going to be throwing it away in a year. Maybe longer, but it's going to be dramatically slower in less than a year. And you're going to see that and you're going to be like, ugh. So, I mean, take advantage of the fact that a lot of prices are going down in old iPad and old Apple products. Like I said, the Samsung Galaxy S6 is it's a very impressive, very fast tablet. and it's currently down to 250, and I would get that. I would get that in a heartbeat. I already have one, so that's why I know. But and I'm sure that the S7 is awesome. I'm sure it is, but $750 on sale from 850. That's ridiculous. There's no way. So, all right. Anyway, I'm at 2030 now. This is way too long of a video. I'm very glad that you stuck with me through this and whatnot. But I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna put this on the video. If you want to see more of these videos where I give honest advice from an IT perspective, from an electronics perspective. I mean, this is not just coming out of nothing. Okay, I'm not like a Google, or I'm not a gadget reviewer. I probably should be, but I mean, this is coming from having an electronics degree and having an IT degree. Okay, and I'm finishing a degree in data science. So like my other channel right now is Dave Splains, where I do data science, and I'm actually thinking about doing multiple channels in which I do cooking because I was in the world of culinary arts for over 10 years. Um, I was a cook in the army. I was a cook in the I was a cook, a suite level cook in the Bradley Center, where I actually got to cook for the Packers and the Bucks, and occasionally the Brewers, but they weren't in during that season. But you'd still have players come in. I was thinking about doing electronics with the electronics repair, basic science and physics, stuff like that. But this is going on my channel where my name is, and that's what it's going to be. And it doesn't matter how long or short or bad or good it is, because it's only going to be useful for the next few hours. So, happy shopping. Prime Day is awesome. If you're an electronic hobbyist, there's a lot of really cool stuff with Arduino out there for like 30% off. That's really cool. Like a lot of sensor kits and everything. Some Raspberry Pi stuff. I saw a Raspberry Pi um, screen case for 30% off. So if you're out there and you don't, I would say do Black Friday online shopping is going to be your best bet for a laptop or a tablet. Sorry. Happy Prime Day.